Welcome, Luigi, to the film festival Horrific here in the UK. I only mention the UK because you've come all the way from Italy.
Yes, I come from Italy, and yesterday I arrived here, and very incredible because I go out from my house at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we arrive here at Romford more or less at 11 o'clock. And for all day we watch all films at the festival, and I presented my short film, IVI ELV. Wow, wonderful.
It sounds like you've been on an amazing journey to get here. That's been non-stop.
Yes, no-stop day, and for me this festival is very, very important because it's the last selection of my short film, IVI ELV. After 2 years of turnaround of the festival in all worlds, the last is the Romford Horror Festival, and I think why not to go to the festival for the last, and so here I am, and very, very happy because this is a festival, magic festival. There are a lot of people interested in the festival, in the horror films. I see a very interesting participation of the people. All guys look films. Don't worry if it's early in the morning or in the afternoon, but they want love and see the film, and this is very, very special.
It is a special thing to be part of. And so you've been on the festival circuit for a while with your short film. What's the name of your film?
The name of my film is IVI ELV. That it's a very particular name, but because at the end of the film, people that say can understand what mean IVI ELV, because there is a message at the end of the film, and the people say, "Oh, okay, it's mean this," and I wanted to tell a story. Because I like so much short film or feature film with psychological power. And this kind of the film is in this way, because I like so much splatter film or gore film. Terrified is fantastic, but for me, when I do a film, a short film, the component, particularly component, is the psychological way, because I like that the people at the end of the film can think, oh, okay, this is the idea at base of this short film. And for me, it's important that people think and speak about this kind of film. It's a particular film because there are not dialogues, okay, only at the end of the film, and it's all based on the power of images. I like so much speak with images, and with images very strong.
What does that do for the audience, the power of the image?
The power at the audience, it's very important things, because when I do this kind of film, I think at the spectator, at people, and I put inside the film a lot of images, even wrong images. So I used a lot of maggots, okay? And when I see the film with other people in the cinema, when look maggots, oh, it's crazy, horrible. Oh, for me, it's bingo, because I wanted to push other people to say, oh, what, it's disgusting for me, or it's, oh, beautiful, very nice. And this is the experiment of the film, because when the audience have a reaction at the images, this is the focus, okay? There are a lot of people's fear or people obsession in this film, and the beautiful thing is at the end of the film there is the director's fear at the end that close the circle of the film.
So are you when you're making your movie, are you conscious of the audience then, of the response that you're trying to invoke from them?
Yes, I when I do the film for the audience, yes, I listen and I watch this reaction. For me is important, and in the process of the creation, I think what people want and or what people think about they see on the big screen,
Hmm.
and this is an interesting and particular aspect of this.
Hmm.
Yes.
So how does that feel for you when you're at a place like this, a festival, and you're in there with an audience, they're watching your film, and they are reacting in the way that you kind of hope for them to react, and I guess sometimes they'll react in different ways than you necessarily expected.
Yes, they reacting. I just understand correctly. Yes, they reacting, and it's beautiful to see
Hmm.
all people, even that see different films and the reaction of what they see, and in particularly when this reaction is important for the particular moment of the film, of what they see on the screen. This is a very important aspect for me.
Hmm. So you're here at Romford, and before we pressed record, before we started this, you actually showed me that you've got something through attending this festival that I think signifies what it means for you to be here. Tell me more about what's happened.
Yes, hello. Today is a particular day because for me, I have here at Romford with the producer of the film,
Yes.
Alessandro Pisani, that in this moment is in a very beautiful place because we decided to do a symbolic thing for this festival, because when I do this film, even at the first my short film, because IVI ELV is my third film. At the beginning of all, there was Alessandro, and when I told him, "So Alessandro, come with me to Romford, okay?"
Mhm.
And because it's the last festival, so when I arrived here yesterday, I say, but. So Alessandro, this is a very special event. Why not?
Mhm.
We do unimportant things, and he tell me, no, 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 don't ask me nothing. And today we do. We research and find a tattoo shop, okay, near the festival,
Yes. Yeah.
and we go say we want a tattoo, the same tattoo, and the girl say, "But why? Because we are here at the festival and we want now." And so we do tattoo, and the same tattoo
So
as
you've just literally had this done just now.
yes,
Wow.
very very nice little tattoo.
Yeah, you can't take the film off, I guess. So what?
Yes, because it's a little school, Apple School,
Mm-hmm.
similar the Snow White film,
Yes.
and but for us it's the representation of the love for horror film
Mhm.
and the participation at this festival and
Yes.
to stay here.
Can you tell me more about the image that you've chosen to have on there? Because I can't quite see it. I can't through the film. What is it an image of?
Uh, uh, yeah, it's. I have on the phone.
Oh, you have it on the phone. Yeah,
Yes,
let's take a look on the phone.
Yes.
This is an amazing thing, actually. The way that you've chosen to kind of celebrate and mark this occasion, and it's gonna it's a help remind an apple skull.
Yes.
Let's point that towards the cameras, because that's pretty cool. And how is this image gonna help signify today?
Yes, because this kind of images, it's very representative, even for me, because a lot of people can see only a school, okay, an Apple school, but for us, okay, for me and Alexandro, is a very important symbol, because the school is the image of horror film, okay, and even because he and him, at diet in this period, and for this reason, it's good to remember always that oh, no a lot food, no a lot food, no a lot food. But the principal motivation is because it's a horror symbol, okay, and, for this festival particularly.
And what is it that, let's go, going back to the film that you've made now, what is it about making a horror film that you love and enjoy so much?
Okay, making an horror film. Okay. Making an horror film is a very important creation, because when you do an horror film, there is a very, very long study. Because now we live in a period that a lot of films there are for the platform. There are a lot of films. So it's very difficult to tell about a new story, a new idea. So for this, I like to study before, and I like to study people reaction, as we say before, because this is a very important aspect. And when to do an horror film, especially in this case, because my film for now is a short film, okay? And when you do a short film and a short horror film, it's important to have a very big team around you, because the team is fundamental. Because I had a lot of people, friends and professionals of the audience sector, okay? And a lot of these people come with me from Milan to South Italy, okay? In a very period, very, very strong during the COVID situation of the world. And when we arrived in South Italy in January, okay, it's so cold. And you see in that situation that you as director, you always know what you want in your story. Because in this situation, as no production of a feature film, when you do a short film, a lot of people come with you, but don't often know what you do, okay? Because you as director know all, because
Yes, your vision.
Yes.
So
Your
you
vision.
need to drive that, don't you?
Yes, and they come with you, but you know. So it's very important the respect of their time, because even if are they friends or professionals, but it's very important the respect of the time. And the thing is very beautiful, and to see these people that come with you and all do what you want, what you say. But this is a magic, because it's in that moment, it's not only a work. It's a family. It's a very, very big family, very, very big team that work here and for you.
Yes, yeah. And how important do you feel that is, that you build not just a team but a family? That word, family.
Yes.
How important is that in the creation of a movie?
Yes, family is the principal characteristic and the principal thing of this kind of production. I have my family in the first that believed in me at the beginning of my director career, okay? And the family is important because give you the power and even the money. Why not? Having the money to do and to create anything. And at the beginning, there is the little family, the traditional family of mother and father. But after, the concept of family grow. And after them, friends, girlfriends, choosing, or very important friends as Alessandro, okay? But this concept of the family grow up. And all this come with you to realize a project. In this phase, I am researching a production for my first feature horror film that it's totally different from a short film because there aren't a lot of market rules, okay? And I don't like so much because I know that this is only a work. But when you work with the people that you love, that are very important for you, this isn't only a work, is a very big project, magical project.
What is it beyond then work? What is it beyond just doing a job when you're creating a film? What drives people on further than just, you're doing this because you want to achieve things in your career? What is it that makes it bigger than that?
Around a work of this, it's very difficult. Today, I live and work in Italy, and in this period, it's so difficult to even find people that believe in your project because there aren't a lot of money. I know the important director as Federico Zampaglione that in this last year done the Well movie that sold in a lot of countries of the world. But he tell me, oh Luigi, now it's very, very difficult. And not because people don't believe in this creation, but because there are a lot of problems, even system problems. In Italy there is a law that in this period creates a lot of problems for the production. So a lot are blocked, okay?
Yes.
So when you work at this kind of the film, because it's no comedy. Horror, it's no comedy. A lot of young people look this kind of the film, even thanks at the platform as Netflix or Prime or other. But it's no comedy. And when you research the production to put money, no comedy. I don't know what happens because it's no comedy. It's horror. It's quite difficult. Even for this, I like psychological horror because have more audience instead of a film as Terrifier that it's a boom in the world, but it's restricted. Okay, audience because it's so splatter, so gore, and it's not easy, and it's a very difficult.
So when it is so difficult to get these films made, why is it important that we still continue to do it? That we still push through these struggles? That we still continue to do things when the money isn't there?
Yes, when the difficult. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes my questions may be a bit hard with the translation, so I do apologise. Because sometimes I know that my mind can go all sorts of different places. So even if your English was 100%, you might not understand where I'm coming from. But what I'm trying to get at is then that it's difficult to put on a film like this, isn't it? It's hard work. There's not necessarily going to be a financial reward from putting on this film. So why do you still persist?
For this, it's a problem because the work is hard, okay, and create a story, a representative story. It's very difficult because even when you change from short film to feature film, Eli is a new world because short film some more or less 15 or 20 minutes, okay. But when you think on feature film, it's very it's long, and this is important because when you do a short film, it's more easy more or less because it's even difficult to tell a story in few minutes, okay. But when you use the language of a feature film, a lot of elements you must consider because the film and the people reaction and the people attention. This is the key, the attention of the people, because now we live in a period where social network and Instagram people only for more or less 10 seconds.
Well, 10 seconds is good.
10 seconds.
That's
It's good. 5.
Yeah, 3 seconds. You know, I know from I put stuff on social media.
Yes.
And I know from looking back at the posts that 3 seconds is about the average that someone will look at a video for before they decide whether they're going to continue watching.
Yes.
And so you've got, in that first 3 seconds, you've got to engage their attention. And I don't know whether that's any good for the art and storytelling. 3 seconds.
Yes.
I think we all know it's not.
Yes, this is very really particular, because here in Milan I work on commercial spot as assistant director, but I see this world all days with the creative that tell a story. They think, oh, no, 60 seconds is too much. In 15 seconds, tell a story, bam, 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 bam. And you say, why? Can you tell in few seconds? But this is particularly because when you do a film that want people think about what you tell, it's very difficult, because there isn't attention. In this period, if the people don't come at the cinema, where are into dark only to see the film, but are at home with platform and very often with telephone. There isn't attention to what they see. And when you think only 3 seconds to see a way to capture the attention, this is very, very difficult.
Well, we're here talking today in a cinema, and I think you're highlighting the importance of this space, how important it is to escape the outside world where notifications are being thrown at you all the time, where it's easy for your attention to go elsewhere. But you could come into a space like a cinema, and those attention-grabbing things can't get you in here, can they?
Yes.
And you can enjoy the film.
Yes, it's the really place where you can enjoy a film, and even for this historical period is very, very hungry, very, very sad, because even during the COVID, okay, that a lot of cinema closed because the world closed down. Okay, but the magia of cinema is magic. When you come in a very big and beautiful place as this of Romford, okay, the concentrate and you look only the film, and don't ask your friends, don't read your notification of the social. No, you look only what you see. And it's for this reason that cinema never stop for me. A lot today is very crazy, this situation, because a lot of production say, oh, cinema, it's no good, it's better to send a film on platform as a principal platform, and a lot of cinema closed. Even in Milan, where I live, a lot of cinema system closed. And what do a supermarket, a very, very big supermarket, because this is what the people want. And it's very, very sad, because this magic, this particularly creation, particularly magic, you haven't at home.
Have you any idea how we can get people back into the cinemas? How we can champion the bed? Because I think as film lovers, we tend to understand it, but the wider public just don't seem to be engaging so much as they were prior to COVID.
Yes.
So how can we make it, as film lovers and filmmakers, how can we make it better?
Yes. This is the mission. This is the mission. Yeah. The mission. It's a very really mission, and I think that a very important thing is even encourage for the price of the cinema, because this is happen that a lot of films in the big circuit, okay, I see this even at Milan, the tickets are more expensive. So a young boy or young girl that hasn't a lot of money see that a ticket it's very expensive and don't come at the cinema because I have the platform free at home.
Yes, yeah.
And this is a very important thing, because to bring the people in the cinema, all the system must think the better way to encourage the people.
The price of entry is important here.
It's very
especially when you weigh it up. So I don't know what the price systems are like in Italy, but over here, for instance, Netflix is an average of £10 a month. But to come into a cinema, the average ticket price is probably between £15 and £20 a month.
Yes.
So almost double one film for almost double the price of a month of endless films.
Yes.
So and from a business point of view, I understand the difference. I understand that it costs money to keep a building open. There's rent to pay, there's electricity to pay, there's staff to pay, there's all those overheads. So the price, it's hard to get that price right. But I have also seen, like what's happening here as they revamp this place, that they're changing their pricing structure here to be accessible for people. So they're moving their prices here into more that kind of half the price of streaming, that kind of £5 kind of area. I think I do think that's how we're going to need to move back in.
Yes, because this is very important, even because I don't know here at Romford in Great Britain, but in Italy the cost of the life is grow up in a few months, okay? And it's difficult for the people because cinema is an extra of the life, okay?
Yes, yeah.
And I know there are a lot of cost of the staff, of the structure, of the projection. And for this, for me, it's the government or a public structure that have help.
That needs to help and help preserve these communities and these, I think it sounds to me as a filmmaker, you understand the benefit that this has given to your life. And if we don't look after these things, what would life look like?
Yeah.
What were the housing situation, the food situation, the core principles of looking after our life is important. But what's the point of all that without the experiences in between?
Yes. But I won't tell a very particular thing about this kind of problem. That is very, very beautiful. When at cinema went Barbie, okay?
Yes.
Barbie became a very nationally or internationally event. I don't know.
It was kind of like a cultural event for a moment.
A
lot of marketing behind it. There was millions of pounds on making that an event. They pumped. Yeah, they over 70% of the budget was on making sure people came to the cinema.
Yes, and it's particular because I think a very important marketing operation. Barbie is a cultural element from a lot of people in the world. But even I, with my family, go to cinema and you look this sala full of people, and a lot of that watch again. So I think, okay, there are a lot of financial problems, but this film means that it's possible again to do anything. It's not only the kind of the film, okay, because it's very easy. This film is for all family and a little comedy. For horror film, it's more difficult. But There is another example important, the Nun Chew. Even for the Nun Chew in America, there was a very, very commercial operation, okay? And you see that the cinema are full. A lot of people watch this kind of film.
So if the cinema is still financially viable and still able to bring in huge, massive audiences, why is not more being done to protect cinema?
Yes. Cinema, it's important to protect, yes, because
It's, you know, the entertainment industries in the UK are bigger than the sports industry, but for some reason I find the sports industry are promoted heavier than the entertainment industry, but the revenue that it brings into the economy is about 3 times the amount. And sports is important for, I get it, for health, and you know, we do enjoy sports as well. But if we let the arts slip away, there's a big amount of financial difficulties that we're going to be in.
Yes, I know, I know. Yes,
among other issues as well.
Yes, this is the the situation.
This is the situation, and like you say, this is the mission that we're on.
Yes, because this is
so just by making a film, there is more to it than just creating a piece of entertainment. We're actually trying to make a societal change, aren't we?
Yes, this is a director and the creator of the film. We have this kind of a responsibility. We must, it's really must, protect cinema. And even when we do a film or when we watch a film, but this is a very important thing, we must go to cinema. But even we that work in this sector, okay, often we say, oh, I am very tired. Oh, I have all platform, Netflix, and I don't want to go to cinema. It's more expensive. No. We must go to cinema because I am only a director in Italy, but all directors in the country and after in the world, even if go the cinema 1 day at week or 2 days at week, 2 million of people, I think we can do the difference.
So the people working within the industry itself should be the ones championing the cinema, should be the ones raising it up, should be the ones supporting it the most.
Yes, this is,
and then others will follow.
Yes. This is a responsibility of this kind of people before and after. If we try to bring with us to go to cinema, this is another kind of mission, okay? Before, the first rule is 4 hours, okay? And after, to bring the magia of cinema at all people.
Wonderful. This is really, really important stuff here, Luigi. I really appreciate you sharing. Before we wrap this up, just one kind of final thought from you. I wonder what your, like, we've talked a lot about like society and cinema, but what are your kind of hopes and dreams for the future of yourself personally as a filmmaker?
Oh, for the future, wow, thank you for this kind of question, because I think very often at the future, because now in my situation today, I done 3 horror short film, another docu-film as assistant director and editor, and now I am researching a production for my first horror feature film and other project. And I hope for my future to have the possibility to do this kind of film. For me, my first feature film is the dream, the very, very important dream. And I am working a lot, researching production, right subject, a lot of things, even at night, because during day I work in this sector, but more at commercial kind of the production, audiovisual production. and for me, this is the goal. Okay, my first feature film, and I work very very hard, but I think that a day
It's
I
coming.
do.
Well, I look forward to seeing it, Luigi. I look forward to following your career and seeing what comes next.
Thank
And if I want to check out your current film, your current short film, where do I find it? Is it Is it out there in the world yet?
Yes, for Rommerford Horror Festival, it's finished the turn of my short film, and so I want to public, okay, on social even. If people can watch my page or other information about me and my film, I have a site, www.luigiscarpa.com, and here very often and from more or less more days I put link of my work, because now it's only in the festival, okay, but I want render public this to bring at people.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Luigi.
Thank you, and sorry for my bad English.
Do you know what? You apologised before we started, and it's been wonderful. There's no problem there at all, Luigi.
Okay.
You don't need to doubt yourself. If your English is 1,000 times better than my Italian. So well done.
Thank you very much.
Nothing to worry about there for sure. If anyone has been watching or listening, also we appreciate you for joining us for this conversation. Thanks again, Luigi.
Thank you very much.